Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Understanding the This Keyword. In this episode, we are going to be talking about how the this keyword behaves inside event handlers in the browser's document object model. So, when handling events in JavaScript, events like clicks, key presses, or mouse movements, the this keyword here takes on a new role based on the element that triggered the event. So let's say you have a DOM element like this. Um, when you attach an event listener to this button, this keyword would refer to this button. So how does this work in event listener? This keyword, how does it work? So when you attach an event listener to a DOM element like this, this inside the event handler refers to the element that the event was attached to. In this case, this button. This is because the event handler is being triggered by that specific element, and JavaScript makes this automatically refer. That's this keyword. JavaScript makes it automatically refer to the element in the context of that particular event. So how do we show this as an example? Let's create a constant. Let's call it a button. Let's take the button from the DOM by using the query selector. Button. Now we have hold of this button here. We can now come over here and say button dot add event listener. What are we going to listen for? Let's take the click event. Click. Another function, the callback function. When we click the event, when we click the button, we have function. You have to spell the function keyword. So let's console the log this keyword here, this. So when we come over here, let's see what the console would say when we click the button. So all we have here is just an example.html file that has a button, and the this.js file is being referenced in the HTML file here. So what we are doing is we are creating a button and we are attaching an event listener, a click event listener to the button. So when you click this, you can see here the button is being referenced. We say button.add event listener, the click, console log this. This here is the button. So let me explain again. We select a button element using the document, the query selector here. We then attach an event listener to the button using add event listener. This event listens for a click event, which is here. Inside the event handler, the function passed to the add event listener, which is this. The value of this here refers to the button, right? So when we click the button, this is automatically bound to the button element. It logs the button element to the console. So as you can see over here, we have more of the button being logged to the console. So why is this important? The value of this inside an event handler is very crucial. Why is it crucial? It's because it allows us to interact with the element that triggered that event. You can access and modify its properties, its styles or attributes. making dynamic UI interactions possible. So you can change the content of the text, you can change the background color, the text color of that button, and so many other things as well, right? So we can come over here and say we want to, let's say we want to change the text content of this button. We can say this dot text content equal to clicked. The button has just been clicked. So if we do this and click, you can see here the text content is now clicked. You can see how powerful this keyword is now. We could also say, oh, we want to change the background color of the button. We can say this dot style dot background color, we can make his equal to red, right? So when we do this, you can see here the background color is now red. So let me explain. So when the button is clicked, this of course refers to the button. The text content, we'll change the button's text by using the text content, and we'll also change the background color using the background color attributes. So but another thing we need to understand is one important aspect that we need to understand when we are working with the callback function. Let's say we're working with an anonymous function. This in event handlers is very different compared to functions when we're dealing with regular functions and arrow functions. Arrow functions behave differently in JavaScript when it comes to the this keyword. So what are we going to do, or what we are going to do rather here is let's comment this one out. Sorry, let's copy this before I comment it out and come over here, paste it, change this to an anonymous function, right? So this is an anonymous function. So let's do console.log this, right? So in this case, the this inside the arrow function does not refer to the button element anymore because we are using the arrow function. Instead, it inherits the this from its surrounding lexical scope. So the this is now outside of the button. So it could be the global context or the window object. If you are in a global context, this will refer to the window object or be undefined. Let's say you're using strict mode, right? So if you need to use this to refer to the element that triggered the event listener, it is advisable that you use a regular function and not an arrow function. So when we click this, you can see here it's now returning the window object. So this is very important when you are dealing with arrow functions and regular functions over here. And when you want the behavior to be in the case of, oh, I want this button, I want the this keyword to refer to the button, you would use a regular function. But if you want the this keyword to, there are of course use cases where you want the this keyword to refer to the window object, not the button element. You would want to use arrow functions. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and also do subscribe. Bye.